Been doing the show now for 8 years. That's my mother and father, Betty and Elmer Newrath. And a little spiked head down there is my son, David. Boy, right on cue, too. He turns around. And he's looking at himself in the monitor. I tell you what, he's... What a ham bone.
All right, just like his father.
Thanks. Thanks, John.
Oh, starting back in fashion as he has last game, struck with just repeating every single time in the same spot, that time swishing the pins out.
Should be interesting to see how Bill Heflin, at age 57, still averaging 210, qualifying with 710, matches up to this, and I don't think you can intimidate Mr. Bill Heflin.
No way. He's as cool as a cucumber.
The release is simple. It's not overpowering, but it's steady. A little bit more erect at the line than the younger guys, but the ball has got just as much on it. Kicks a 7-pin out just a little bit late. Got many, many titles to his credit.
Bill has a knee replacement, too, I believe.
Great shot. Yeah, you better smile, Bill, on a fantastic shot. And what a sportsman, Kim Herrmann, giving him a high five, too. Watch the pin action on this. The 1-2 pocket's going to be filled up, but you're going to see a pin standing. It is going to be the 8-pin, back row. The ball misses it, but what comes off the wall and nails it? Little crossbody block. Lane 7 has been kind to our bowlers today. An identical hit, but a different pin, taking out the late 8.
Well, here we go. One frame. We're going to have a good match here. Of course, $750 is our top prize.
And that ain't hay. That's a lot of Hudy delights, a lot of little kings, a whole bunch of Pepsis. Or a down payment on a new Ford, huh?
There you go.
Do a lot of stuff with $750. And
a lot of emotion out of Kim Herrmann.
And I think Kim Herrmann wants to take it home with him. Take a look at Kim here on the split. On the right-hand side of your screen, you're going to see the pin split. On the left-hand side, you're going to see Kim give us a little body action. Say, yeah, one time. Bill Heflin, that ball hung up on your hand, sir. When that happens, it's going to rotate early, normally hook early, and it takes enough off the ball that sometimes on the split you'd break down, you're going to leave it. Tragic mistake. 4-6 split.
Virtually unmakeable.
I've only seen him, a few people make it a couple of times, but his release should keep him out of trouble more often than not. But this ball, watch him hang up in this ball just a little bit. Oh, that's his spare ball there, but that's coming right at you. Good clean roll. He may not really need the harder hooking ball of the two. But the hit is there, Jen, and a few people have asked me about this, and I'll let you field this question. What's the biggest advantage of the softer urethane ball over the harder plastic balls?
For me, I think it can create a lot of area. You can really get to swing a ball, and you know it's going to come back. I think they definitely hit harder also.
I have to agree with you on all those points, but there is a time when the hard plastic ball enables you to get the ball down the lane a little bit further. Wow, what a break, Kim Herrmann. Thank you very much for the 34-pin lead.
Just about an identical shot to Bill Heflin's on lane 8. This time, Kim breaking it down, not only for not a split, but for a strike.
I tell you what, our statisticians are doing such a marvelous job. Tim McGill sitting at the table with us. Roger Crawford in the truck sitting right next to my wife, Sandy, keeping the score, and the score is telling the tale of $750 traveling into those ugly pants. I mean to tell you, the zebra has got to go. Oh, jeez. If we have a game warden watching, please come and get him.
Kim again with the first 5 in a row for the championship match. He had the first 7 last game. Bill again going high on lane 8.
I think Kim Herrmann's very comfortable with what he sees out there today, and Bill Heflin just not in a true position to utilize this particular shot too well. He's chewing the fat with Mr. Irv Poinky just a wee bit back there. Of course, Irv's never been known to be too short on words.
That's a fact.
You would know, wouldn't you?
I would know.
Bill Heflin chopping the 4 off the 7, and it's a very choppable spare. And at this point, with more than half the game to go, I can see some intensity drop already, Jennifer.
Again, going just a tad bit high.
The proper move, I would believe in Bill's case, not having quite the speed of a Kim Herrmann, would be to go to a ball that hooks a little less, sacrifice the hit, and be able to play the lanes a little bit more directly. That would be my choice, especially, folks, for those of you that have match play competition coming up. If you're not in a position to win or at least stay close by the 5th frame, you better take a gamble and make some drastic changes, because the party can be over in a hurry.
That's a fact.
And talking about parties, we want to thank Jack Moss Meats at 5132 Delhi Road. John from Jack Moss Meats is going to take care of us with a scrumptious array of food here for our last regular week. Going to be feeding the cast, the crew, all the people, and the people in the audience. We might even let them eat too. What the heck? Yes, Bill, you can have a plate too. I don't know what he just said to himself, but I think it's probably just make the spare, which he does easily.
He'll have a 158 in the 6th if he strikes. Bill only has 104 in the 6th if he strikes. 54 pins in the lead, 5 frames to go.
A lot of people have to come together to make this show happen, and we always miss thanking someone or some group, and we apologize for that. But you tune in to watch bowling, folks, and we're bringing you bowling each and every week. And we're going to do it for one more week, next week on the finals. And if Kim Herrmann wants to do anything to pump up somebody, it's throw a shot like that.
Well, that is so typical. On lane 8, last frame, he went through the nose, going high. What does he do on lane 7 when he comes back? Swings it out, leaves the left-hander's washout.
The 1-3-6-7, trying to hit the head pin to the right, throw the head pin over into the 7, like almost like that. Bill Heflin, as we've talked about before, 56 years old, and still throwing a lot of games for his age. And we asked him, why are you still competing so much, Bill?
Well, I'm getting ready for the seniors tour this summer, and it gives me a chance to get a lot of games in for competition, and I enjoy the competition.
Well, he does enjoy competition, and he's got plenty of it right now. 62 pins roughly.
Doing the identical thing as Kim Herrmann.
Really, Jennifer. Bill Heflin not really being able to get comfortable on the lanes. Watching him in warm-ups earlier, throwing a fair amount of strikes, but nothing like Kim Herrmann. Kim Herrmann was striking on the warm-up pair with monotonous regularity. A little more speed, and it holds the line.
Tri-State Bowling Supply, of course, supplying our golden ball all year long. We'd like to thank them. They do a fabulous job with my equipment. I've been going there for years, and I will continue to do so. Joe Vitucci and Gus Vitucci over there just treat me great, and I thank them for that.
Likewise, Jennifer. I've been going there for I hate to admit how many years. Gus also taking care of me, but Tom Rowan, who runs the Tri-State shop in Erlanger, is actually been my main man for a lot of years, and I've actually, I mean, physically called him from Vegas and said, Tommy, I need such and such, and he drilled it up and put it on a plane, and I've had it the next day. Now, I don't recommend everybody expect that kind of service, but they go the extra mile, as does the BPA, to make sure that bowling is fun and you can bowl up to your expectations. The match mathematically not over, and Bill Heflin can take it off the sheet for 198. Bill's adding it all up in his computer-like mind. And Kim Herrmann can figure out that he better mark a couple of times.
That's the best way to do that.
Well, I think he did figure out he should mark once or twice, and just ripped the bottom out of the ball and thoroughly destroyed the rack, and perhaps destroyed Bill Heflin's desire to pump up. Well, he went with more speed again, John. The ball just didn't go up. But again, if you're not comfortable with the shot, you're going to try things, and that motion with his left hand just told me that he's motioning for the fat lady. Bring her on out. It's just about over for Bill Heflin, but boy, what a competitor he has been.
Bill's score obviously does not reflect the way he bowls, and what can happen is when you're behind in a game and you're struggling to meet the pocket and strike, you start trying things, and quite often it only gets worse.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Had a problem a few years ago. Well, last year, had a severe case of tendonitis, and I'd like to make just a special thanks to Pete Schuster, heads up a company called Biomechanisms. My average fell for the first time in 10 years to under 200, Jennifer, because of my tendonitis.
Oh, dear.
He invented an item that I believe you used yourself, the elbow saver, and it's used by a lot of pro tennis players and baseball players, and it actually let me bowl again. I was at a point where it was either surgery or get with Pete and use this device that he has, and my average is back up to about a 208 level this year, and for an old guy like me, that's acceptable.
Bowling is such an addictive sport, too. Once you get out and you feel the fun of it, you can't help but to go back, and when something physically enables you not to participate in the sport, it can be just devastating.
It was frustrating to me, I guarantee you. Without throwing a ball, Kim Herrmann registers 181, and Bill Heflin's already in the barn with 178, so this match is over. Week number 11 will be coming to a close, and Kim Herrmann has been bowling awfully well, and it does run in spurts, as we know.
And honestly, I do believe those pants are a luck factor, not a fashion statement.
Well, I don't know if Zebra Power's in or not, but if there's a game warden watching, Kim could be in trouble.
That exemplifies his luck today, although he's thrown so many good shots to go along with the lucky ones.
I wonder if those pants come in a 31 regular. Maybe,
Right.
maybe I could get a pair of those. Now, I'm bad-mouthing his pants, but if I could carry like that, I'll wear a matching coat.
Now that I want to see, now that I think about it.
That would be. Well, going a little bit high, leaving the 4-7, but really doesn't make any difference. Week number 11. Boy, only one more week to go, Jen. I'm sorry to see it go.
Me too. Time is really flying.
And that is it. Match number 3 of week number 11 is over. Bill Heflin shooting a 176. Kim Herrmann, hack, as we call him, hacked his way through the field, winning game number 3, 219. We're going to be back in just a few minutes and talk to our players Stay with us. Don't go away.